Hello folks, Luther Landro here. Going to cover some of our assets. This way you know what we have, what to do with it. Real simple stuff though, folks. So don't panic, remain calm, and listen to Landro. Okay, first thing I'm giving you are some outbound email templates. And you're going to use these to reach out to businesses who you target and you identify as requiring a reputation management service. Now, remember, these aren't always people who are embattled online. These could be people who have absolutely no presence or a very poor or even a mediocre presence. Now, I cover all that in the sales video and training document, so make sure you read that. Now, there's 10 of these email templates here. Now, you could just put your name and your number at the bottom of them, and they are good to go. If you wanted to include any links to any special information pages, brochures, or even the sales presentation, please feel free to do that. Remember, emails are really all about the subject line, getting them to open the email, and then getting the action. So getting them to click through, getting them to pick up the telephone and call you. The latter being what these emails are primarily designed to do. We want them to pick up the phone and call you. And we all know that that is an interest indicator. It's almost like them pre-qualifying themselves because they read the email, they understand it, and they understand what you're trying to do for them, at least on the surface. So when they pick that phone up and call you and get you on the other end, then you are quite close to getting a deal, my friends. So remember, that's when your sales training should kick in, and of course, you should go read that. Okay, next I've included the client template folder or example client template, and basically what this is every time you get a client, you copy this folder and then you rename it to your client's name. So why don't we do that just as an example? Copy that, and let's paste it here, and then we'll rename it. I don't know, Joe's Pizza. So Joe's Pizza is a client of mine, and then we'll go on in there, and then we'll put Joe's artwork, whatever artwork he gives me, we'll put it in here. Whatever contracts we write up for Joe, we're going to stick in the contracts folder so we have a nice place to store them. They don't go anywhere. Whenever we need them or need to refer to them, we know where they are and we can go to them and get that information quickly. Now, when you're doing the research portion of this and you do find some reviews, you want to have some ammunition to take to the client and some information shows that you know what you're doing and that you are doing your job. So we'll cover that initial review in another video, but that is where you store the information. Speaking of information, this is where you put other things that are uncategorized. Drop them in here, things that are going to be helpful to you, things you discover. Say he gives you his business plan. It's not unheard of. I have plenty of clients give me their entire business plan so I can see exactly what they're doing. And I can also tell if they're sticking to that plan or if they've updated that plan. And that's a whole other service, actually. Invoices, I've given you an example invoice in the core package. You would go ahead and drop that in here, and here you could track this. If you're not using anything like QuickBooks or Quicken or any other accounting management software, this way, you have a nice, easy place. You just stick your files in there. I know plenty of businesses who do invoicing just with Excel documents and Word documents. Why they would do that, I'm not sure, but you know what? You have the option. And lastly, I put a place here for photos. Clients give you a whole bunch of photos. You want to put them in there, and then also you could drop anything that you clean up or edit and tweak for blog posts or social media, whatever. You could drop them in here. So you could always go back to this place and grab some client-related photos. Next is a sales presentation, giving you a sales presentation as a form of a strategy. And clients perk up when they hear strategy because it's a customized thing. Everybody's got their own strategy. So they'd be at least willing to give it a shot and hear what you have to say. Now, I cover these strategy in another video. This is part of the service concepts overview video, a little bit on the sales video, and then I'm going to have a separate video for this to cover the entire presentation and how you would pitch it. But this is where you would put it. And if you generated other presentations for other services for that client and you wanted to create a nice place for that, stick that in here so you could always go back to it. Lastly, I've included a little secret bonus here, some really, really simple business cards, and please don't give me any fire for it, because not only are they simple, but they are effective. You know what? Too many people have handed out these amazing-looking business cards, and they pay so much money to get these cards done, thousands upon thousands of cards, and they hand them out, and maybe they only get a handful of responses, or the card gets tossed in the trash, or the person loses it. Don't go crazy on your designs. Don't go crazy on anything else. You know what? Flash sometimes wins. It depends on who you're dealing with. What I've chosen here is to go with a very simple solution that's worked for me in the past, giving that solution to you here as part of a secret bonus. And that, folks, is the asset review inside the core package. Please review the other sales material. Please review the other course material. And if you have any trouble after that, hit up my support desk, www.hotgatesupport.com.